of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Gilgeous Alexander, Isaiah Stewart out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Holmgren in at the 5, roaming the paint. Bucket is good.
Josh Giddey at 6'8", guys. That floater's going to be tough to deal with.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Pass to the Magician. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lead.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and when the timing ideal, my goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Giddey. After the basket by Brooklyn. Back to Dort for the 3. Sinks the triple.
Well, you have got to be impressed with Josh Giddey's awareness of where his teammates are at all times.
Doris, in your opinion, how does Luke Dort stack up with the best undrafted players in the league?
Well, I think, Kevin, when you think undrafted, the first guys that come to mind are Fred VanVleet, who's now an NBA champion, Christian Wood, Seth Curry, who's proven to be such a capable shooter. Those 3 are clearly, to me, the best undrafted players that come immediately to mind. But Luke Dort, I'll tell you, has carved out one heck of a career. This guy is a lockdown defender, and he can now make open threes.
Now, here's Dort. After the miss from the Magician, Gilgeous Alexander finds Giddey. 11 feet away, and he overshot that one, missing. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 3-point game, and going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the 2 teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, and a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
A floater, and it's Durant with the rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Simmons on the wing. To the inside. There's the Magician. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 6 points for the Magician.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
And here's Gilgeous Alexander outside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, on the catch and shoot, you've got to be shot ready. And Gilgeous Alexander showing off his pretty form.
Irving misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Brooklyn. Vucevic checked in for Turner. And Nicholas Claxton sub in for Kevin Durant. Then for the Thunder, Williams comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And Walker subbed in for Dort. Now, here is Irving. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's the Magician. That shot misses. And the Thunder going the other way now. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He's looking forward to this first meeting between these teams. He told his guys, this is a fantastic opportunity to show what we've got and what we're about. But we have to protect the rim at all costs, even if that allows them to get an open shot from time to time. Well, it's an interesting strategy, guys. We'll see if it works.
All right, thank you, David. And it's the Thunder with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Holmgren with it. Outguarded by Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That's on Ben Simmons.
A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill. but the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
First free throw is good. Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Duke's checked in, and Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Simmons. The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first free throw is good, and the Thunder making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
Shooting 2.
So he gets them both. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And here's Walker outside. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's the Magician. A shot, no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot. How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. T right on him. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Sumner passes to the Magician. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Thunder lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
Fans, please give a big round of applause. Substitutions on the court.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Yes, that goes in.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Holmgren, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Williams. And it's Walker in at the small forward.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Simmons. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. Nice D from the Magician. Nets leading by 3. Lets it go from deep. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Simmons against Gilgeous-Alexander. Walker in the post. 20-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. Nice D from Durant. Here's the Magician. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They haven't been afraid of getting hit on the way up, marching their way to the line and capitalizing.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for the Nets.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen. Yeah, easy call.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. The first one falls. Anderson, he's checked in for the Thunder. And he makes both free throws. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Walker. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Anderson trying to get open. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 7. Fires the 3. The Magician no good. Outside, Walker. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. 2 seconds left. Oh, that's blocked. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with it.
Brooklyn 35. The Thunder 28.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. A fantastic game from the Magician in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So with Vucevic on the bench, this is the group that Jack Vaughn has right now. Miles Turner out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then it's Simmons. And it's the Magician, and it's the 3, the small forward. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, the Magician in that last matchup against Indiana was terrific. He added 33 points, and as we've come to expect from him, spent a lot of time at the foul line. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
The Magician, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And to watch NBA offense when the ball is hopping, I think you'd agree, it is beautiful. The precision, the grace, the timing. How much of that, Doris, is just making the simple pass?
I think the best basketball is played when players think, what is the next right play? And so often, Kevin, that is simply moving the basketball. On the catch, you're in triple threat position. But as soon as you don't have anything, move it to the next guy. So I couldn't agree more.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Giddy the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer, no good.
This guy just can't find his rhythm. And you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Here's the Magician. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Nice job getting inside toward the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And here's Stewart. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's the Magician. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Durant. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries from 10. The rebound by the Nets. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Offensive rebound, the Magician, and the layup fall. The Magician's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Who wants a t-shirt? Come on!
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Show some love.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play. That's going to send Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shai's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high.
And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
Walker's shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
There's the Magician. Takes it off the glass. The Magician's got 6 points in the quarter.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Sue, the pass to Anderson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
The Magician off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The pass to Sue. Pass to Anderson. Over Irvin. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Anderson.
And big man who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Here's the Magician. No good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 6.
43.
And fourth quarter basketball will be coming.
37.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So the Thunder 5 right now. Isaiah Stewart out there with Holmgren. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Walker in at the 2 guard. Here's the Magician. Lays it up off the glass. The Magician's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nets. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And one on Holmgren.
Say what you want about Ben Simmons and sometimes the challenges he has on the offensive end. He is a hard-playing defensive force who has windows of opportunity where he contributes offensively.
First one falls for. And he can't hit the second. Turner with the steal. Lets it go with the 3. The Magician, no good.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Dort kicks to Giddey. Stewart trying to get open.
Miles Turner with that length sends it back twice on the pipes. Miles.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Vucevic.
Kevin Durant.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Dort. No good from outside. And Simmons has got the ball here for Brooklyn. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Got a piece of it. Outside, Dort. Very pretty alley layup.
Boy, wide open teammate, really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drop that happened a moment ago.
This team needed a spark, and boy, did they get one with that incredible attack at the rim. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one drops. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Walker. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Thunder trailing by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Giddey the pass to Stewart. And that one is hammered home.
Wow, Dort showing off that incredible strength as he takes it right to the rack for a slam.
Passes it to the Magician. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he makes the first. And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in, and so he hits both. Timeout called the Nets.
Anyone want a t-shirt? Say what? I said anyone want a t-shirt? Oh yeah, I see you. Let's go.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Simmons. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
6'11", 240 pounds, able to absorb contact. Ben Simmons, easy work.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Simmons. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Pass to Durant. Simmons on the wing. Irving passes to KD. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Simmons against Gilgeous-Alexander. Six on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
The tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
The pass to the Magician. There's 1:26 left here in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. Outside, Dort for 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Dort.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Here's the Magician. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Oklahoma City trailing. Dort wide open. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Brooklyn's been off to 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the Magician. Giddey defending. Here's the Magician. Turner inside. Second chance shot. It drops.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trailed by 4. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
That's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Dagnall talked to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
Thanks so much, David.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
They had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. 14 foul. At the line.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Huge opportunity for Ben Simmons to knock down a free throw and maybe generate some confidence.
Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 19 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high percentage look if that's at all possible.
Simmons against Gilgeous Alexander. To take the lead, it's on.
And we've seen SGA blossom into a #1 option. Another chance here to prove himself.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that ties the game up.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
And so Jacques Vaughn calls timeout.
All right, man. Who needs a t-shirt? Come on. Let me hear ya. Let's get it out, man. Stand up. Everybody sit down.
5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Irving. It's good!
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.